I'm back here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we finish off our final game with the Marlins. Final game of the season with the Marlins as well, the final game of the three-game set. As we have dropped the first two, our starting pitching has been terrible the first couple games, and the offense really hasn't backed them up either. So it's been a little bit of a rough road as they won the first two. Looking to try and split the season series now with them. As we send Kyle Hendricks to the mound today. He's 3-6 with a 5.37 ERA, so his ERA is still a little elevated, and the record not exactly where we want it to be. He's facing off against Henderson Alvarez, who's 5-7 with a 3.09 ERA, so he's definitely been a little bit better than him this year. We made a couple moves as we had acquired Clayton Richard from the Pirates. He is now our long reliever in the bullpen, and we've brought down Eric Jokic. And then we've also brought up Tommy La Stella again due to Jonathan Herrera's horrific offensive season at this point. He's been good on defense, but really need to see more production from his bat. So we brought back up Tommy La Stella. He's been playing pretty well lately, so gotta give credit where credit's due and get him a little bit of action up here in the majors. He's still young, so he's got a little bit of a ways to go. But hopefully he'll turn out to be a good player for us, get him a little bit of more MLB action before the All-Star break, as we have two more series after this one leading into the All-Star break. We are sitting at 38-45, so not doing great right now. 10.5 still behind the Brewers. But the division's getting a little bit tighter, which is nice to see. But we definitely need a win here today. You can see, Harris Medina has got a lat muscle strain, although we had moved him down a couple weeks ago to bring up Rafael Soriano, who we picked up on a free agency. So that's really not affecting the roster too much. But you can see here, Tsuyoshi Wada, soon to make his return from his dislocated shoulder. He was pitching well before he dislocated his shoulder, so it'll be good to see his arm back in the rotation soon. But let's go ahead and jump into this ball game here. I don't even know. The way the starting pitching is going, we just need a good start. And hopefully Hendricks can give that to us. We got John Lester going tomorrow to start off the Cardinals series. So hopefully we can win here and get another win against the Cardinals. That'd be really nice to continue to move up through the ranks of the NL Central. But Jason Hamill yesterday definitely did not give us what we were looking for. He had a terrible game. So hopefully we can kind of rebound from that. Lineup-wise here, we're going to need to give Chris Bryant a day off. He's been hitting well, but he really needs a day off. So we're going to go ahead and get Mike Olt some action out there. And then out and right, looks like we're going to have to put out Chris Coghlan out there and right. Dexter Fowler finally fully ready to go. He did play in the first game of this series, but he was still a little bit banged up, and now he's ready to go. So that's definitely a good sign there. But Henderson Alvarez is a right-hander, so okay. So we got a good lineup out there for a right-hander. We got a bunch of lefties in the lineup today. And as you can see, I moved Starlin Castro up to the 2 spot in the order, trying to find somebody that can hit well there. Nobody has really flourished, if you will, in that spot. So trying to find somebody, although I don't want Chris Coghlan there. I'm going to move Coghlan down in the lineup. So we're going to see if we can get him to kind of flourish there. Really had a hard time finding somebody to plug that 2-hole. We've tried Rizzo there, we've tried Bryant there, and we've tried Soler there. None of them have really been that 2-hole guy. So hopefully Castro can be that guy in that spot. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the ballpark at the friendly confines in Wrigley Field in Wrigleyville on the north side. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
And the pitch, and Blanco bunts it, and it's a good bunt. Schott has it. He will wing it down the right field line. Here comes Crawford, and this game is over. And the Giants, once again, win a game in a very unusual way as this crowd goes crazy.
First pitch coming up under the lights at Wrigley. We've got the Marlins and Cubs next. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. It's the finale of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Cubs. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side, alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this 3-game set.
Yeah, you can see there, these home fans haven't had much to get out of their seats about. Their guys are in danger of getting swept here at home, so they're going to be hoping for a much better effort here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. D. Gordon makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing. This is what you want when you're facing a young starter. Get him in the stretch right away, make him uncomfortable out there. He's in trouble already after a leadoff single.
Christian Yelich will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
And that misses 1-1. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ball game. Here's a good pitch to the number 2 hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Giancarlo Stanton will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First pitch on the way. Grounded foul off to the right. Here it comes. fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And the catch made there by Coughlin to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack, no score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against the fella you see right here, the veteran right-hander Henderson Alvarez. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. Fastball called for strike two. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
That includes winning the first 2 in this series, so they've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here.
Here's another 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Well, you just saw the good slider for the punch out there, but let's call up the scouting report to give you a look at what else he features. Starlin Castro will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone! He liked the first pitch he saw and deposits it over the wall. Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Mike Olt will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Second inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Marcell Ozuna will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Fouled straight back. And now a pitch on the way. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 0-2 coming. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Michael Morse will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First offering on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early, 1-0. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Martin Prado will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Out of play. Here it comes, 2-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. Base hit.
Batting 7, shortstop.
And boy, a terrific effort out there as we take a second look. Stretches out about as far as he can, but he just can't quite get there, though they were lucky to hold him to just a single. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, and you see there, he's been scorching hot these past few games. And here's the first pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Fowler is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Number 11 will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch to him. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Fouled back. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now another 0-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Miguel Montero will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Fouled back. And the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And there's the first out.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Number 12 will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Now here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And he'll throw against his body to first. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
In now, Kyle Hendricks. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ozuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Henderson Alvarez will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Now here's the pitch. Ball 1. Ready now on 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Here comes the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Gordon.
D. Gordon will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah.
Now the pitch. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now another 1-2. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Addison Russell will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And that's the pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on the swing.
Here comes a 1-2. Now here's the ball sent out to right center field, and that's going to get down for him, a base hit.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit, doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. That's well done right there.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Tommy La Stella will come on now and run at first base following the injury. Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
He's ready now. The pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, any thought he might have had about getting a double play went out the window when he kicks this thing. But at least credit him for being able to compose himself in time to get the out at first.
Starlin Castro will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. For Castro, he's at second with his 18th double of the year. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Mike Olt will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs get one on the double here by Starlin Castro. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Tommy La Stella will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 11, Tommy La Stella.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Center fielder number 13, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Here's the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, 1-out base runner for him right here, and that's something they hadn't had for a little while, as that's going to break a streak of 6 in a row that he had retired prior to this base hit.
Michael Morse will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Nail that runner.
First pitch coming. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The next pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Martin Prado waits on deck. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Martin Prado will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Let's go, Cubby!
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First offering on the way. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The throw to the plate, and they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
And with all the runs these guys scored yesterday, you wondered if they were going to have any left over for today. Sure enough, it took them a while, but they're finally on the board here with the RBI single.
Here's Echeverria now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Now the 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Boy, down by a run. You'd think you'd be able to get something out of this at-bat, but that's a good job of pitching out there to get the punch out.
Into the box now, number 11. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
On the way. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a base hit, so a very good at-bat there as the run is in to make it a 2-2 ball game.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out and couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Henderson Alvarez will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Here's the first offering. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But this will get foul for strike 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
2 down, runners at first and second. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A big pitch here, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Two pitch on the way. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Miguel Montero will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. In the air to right center. Ozuna is there to make the catch, and the home half of the 4th starts with a 1-pitch out.
Now batting, number 12.
Number 12 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming.
Here we go.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and that's his first hit of the entire series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. This one clears the wall by plenty. And now, back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, gosh, it's about time.
Into the box, Chris Coughlin.
Chris Conklin.
As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Now here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here it comes. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Grounded, foul. The next 0-2. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Here comes another 0-2. Opposite field to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Just a fantastic catch out there by the outfielder, and the one guy that's more excited about it than the guy who caught the ball is the pitcher. He knows that that one could have been extra bases.
Standing in now, Kyle Hendricks. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 4, and Chicago's taken a 3-2 lead. D. Gordon will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And here's the first pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. It's tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
In is Christian Yelich, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 2-0 count, the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Now here's the first pitch. Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And as you see there, they're currently tied for third in that department. Comes set. Now the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Hit on the ground to shortstop. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he could only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. (1-0). And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
I think you can kind of see why his ERA is where it is. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1 is on the way. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Full count pitch on its way. Swing and a bouncer out in front. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 3-2. Tommy LaStella will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game, as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. Now the first pitch. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Oh, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. Now the relay home, and the runner will score from first.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Here's Starlin Castro, as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
So far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Stay clear of the DP.
Here's Mike Olt now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
And you know, now all of a sudden after the strikeout, you give that guy on the mound at least a little bit of confidence that he definitely didn't have before.
He's set, now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Bare-handed for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Michael Morse will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
First baseman, Michael Morse.
First pitch to him. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. He'll try again, 1-2. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Martin Prado will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and another chance at third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Too low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But you know, this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Outside, 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
.3-0 is on the way. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes, 3-1. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And it will end the inning thanks to a little help from his first baseman, and that'll be that. Miami down in order, still down by a count of 4-2. Miguel Montero will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. First pitch coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Now the pitch. And no swing apparently, ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
One pitch on the way. And this is hit hard on the ground toward short. And a rather easy first out.
Yeah, take a couple of home run balls out of the equation, and he really hasn't pitched all that badly. Good start to the inning here.
Number 12 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. Now here's the pitch.
Here we go.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
In now, Chris Coughlin. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Now the pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Number 11 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Catcher, number 11.
Jason Mott will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Jason Mott.
Number 11 will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far.
Catcher, number 11.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
He's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Now the 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike. 2-1. Two 2-1. And this is fouled straight back. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Three and 2, here it is. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here's the full count offering. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Ichiro Suzuki will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a called strike now to the 41-year-old vet. It's 0-1.
And he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And now a pitch on the way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Hit hard but foul as that finds the stands over the Cub dugout. The 1-2 with 1 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Here he comes on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, D. Gordon.
D. Gordon will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch now. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 on the way. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. 1-2. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Now another 1-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.
Christian Yelich will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
First pitch on the way. Fouled back. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Mike Dunn will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Mike Dunn.
Jorge Soler is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Now here it comes. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And the pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Stanton has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 24,
Dexter Fowler will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. Now here's the first pitch. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Ozuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 2. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Pedro Strop will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Now here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery on the ground to third. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Marcell Ozuna will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch coming. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. On the way. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Now the 3-0 offering. And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here he comes on 3-1. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
And you talk about giving these guys a shot. Now you've got a real dangerous guy waiting in that on-deck circle. All of a sudden, he's the tying run.
Michael Morse will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First offering on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
From the belt, the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Here comes the 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 1-2. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Here's another 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. He'll try again, 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here's the payoff pitch. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. The tag as he holds on, and that guy is meat at home plate.
Well, this is a situation where you really need to be content to hold on at third base here. By the time he hits third, you can already tell he slowed his pace considerably, and I think it's about there that he realized he wasn't going to make it. They put the tag on him easily to record the out.
Martin Prado now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pause, now the pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Oh, and he misses it. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first. And he's going to make it to third safely. And there's your tying run at third now with 2 away.
And that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Donovan Solano will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Jordani Valdespin will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 1, Jordani Valdespin.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Now, he knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
He waits, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Here comes the 1-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Coughlin is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Donovan Solano will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 17.
Don Kelly will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Don Kelly.
Starlin Castro will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
The shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Here's the first offering. swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Anthony Rizzo will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. He's ready now, the pitch. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Here's another 0-2. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Man, he goes for this pitch hook, line, and sinker. I'll tell you, he needed a hook, line, and sinker to fish that one out of the dirt.
Chris Bryant will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Bryant.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, that he ranges back to put this one away.
Miguel Montero will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Montero waits, now the pitch. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 3. Chris Bryant is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 17, Chris.
Number 11 will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for the Marlins, catcher, number 11.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Number 11 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Number 11.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Jeff Mathis will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 6, Jeff Mathis.
High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty, one man out. And now pitch on the way. Got him.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's D. Gordon now. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and an excellent job right there to pick up the save. That's number 50 for him here in the early part of his career. Nice job.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Cubs win this one 4-3. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
Back, he's to the track, and he's right to the wall. He's there. He squeezes it, and the A's have won it.
And the Cubs win. Good game there for us today. We finally got a win. Looks like Addison Russell has only got a strained hamstring. He left the game in the second inning after getting a base hit and sliding back into first base on a pickoff throw. But looks like he's going to be okay, which is good news. Didn't really want to have to worry about being without him for too long. We finally got a starting pitcher a win. I don't remember the last time we had a starting pitcher that got a win. I guess, yeah, Jake Arrieta. That was the last starter to notch a win. Before that really was a lot. I'm not going to go all the way back to look at that. But a good start today from Kyle Hendricks. Was kind of worried about him. Wondering if he was going to start well today. Was kind of throwing around. Was I going to start Clayton Richard or was I going to let Kyle Hendricks go? But you know that I'm good with that. It was good to see him pitch well. He gave up 2 runs over his 6 innings of work, netted himself a quality start, and got himself a win. We beat Henderson Alvarez for the second time this season, and that gave us a season series split with the Marlins. Although not a team you really want to split with, considering look at their record, 31-52. They're in the basement of the NL East, and also the basement of the National League. Not saying that we're not really doing, like we're doing being world beaters here, but you kind of get the picture. There's still a few teams in between us and the Marlins on the way down, but a good win today. We had a Brewers loss. So if you look at the standings in the NL Central here, we're only 10 back now. I've been kind of floating around that mark a lot of the season, but we got a series coming up with the Cardinals. We have played well against the Cardinals, so it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that we take 2 of 3 from them. The only series that we didn't take 2 of 3 from them in was the original 3-game set here in Chicago in the opening week of the season. After that, we've taken 3 of 4 from them at their place and 2 of 3 from them at their place. Although I don't know if we may have played them one other time. I'm not 100%. It's always saw them there, blah, blah, blah. And then we saw it, and then there was that 4-game set. We took 3 of 4 from them, and then, yeah, so this will be our 4th series against the Cardinals. We will see them again. I don't think we'll see them again until what would look to be September after this series here. So it would be good to take 2 of 3 from them and kind of almost leapfrog them in the division. Even if we could sweep them, we could actually leapfrog them in the division, which would be really nice. But it would really be nice to see the Brewers lose some more games. Just to get a look at the Brew Crew's upcoming series here. They'll be playing Atlanta, who has been, to say the least, a lackluster team this year. But hopefully, I don't know, the Ryan Braunless Brewers are still rolling, but their doom is coming sometime around this Colorado and Milwaukee series here. They lose Mike Fiers and Carlos Gomez in a trade to the Houston Astros. That trade will happen in our season, so that's their doom may be coming, and the only team we're gonna have to really contend with, hopefully at that point, then is the Pirates. But hopefully, we're gonna have to see what happens. The Cubs didn't really make any moves at the deadline. They did pick up Dan Herron, and they did pick up Tommy Hunter, so they did shore up that pitching staff. But the offense has really been the problem lately. But hopefully, we can start getting that offense on track. They look decent today. The new lineup that I inserted in there today really worked. Although the defense was kind of suspect at the end there. Coughlin almost ended up blowing the game for us. And then a bad call too by the umpire was luckily canceled out by I guess a really lucky play at the plate when Montero was dragged way away from the plate by a Castro throw home. But luckily he got the tag right on the dude's, right on I believe it was Marcelo Zuna's face. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Road to the World Series. Be sure to look out for the next episode. Another episode coming tonight. We will bring you the Sunday night game, which actually the Cubs-Marlins is a Sunday night game. But my Sunday night game, because I wanted to have a Sunday night game instead of having just the Cardinals or Marlins-Cubs, will be the Giants and the Nationals, 2 teams that are sitting at the top of the National League wild card chase. So a really good game there. I wish both of them could lose. That would kind of help me out in the wild card chase. But got a good matchup there for you. Tim Hudson against Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer got hit in the nose, but he was only going to be out for a few days. It was just a bruise. It wasn't broken or anything. So the Nationals really lucked out there with that. He started on the Tuesday showdown the last time. That's when he got hit in the face with a ground ball, a high hit ground ball, almost like a chopper, got him right in the face, but he got lucky enough to get out of that. So be looking for that next. And then we'll have some more Cubs games for you coming up tomorrow. We're going to have the Cubs and the Cardinals, and then the Blue Jays and the White Sox. 2 teams fighting the Blue Jays fighting for the wild card, and the White Sox fighting there for the Central. Only a half game up now on Cleveland. And you see the Blue Jays 10 games back in the East. The Yankees are running away with that. But come back tomorrow for some more games. I'm gonna be playing the Cardinal series in the next couple days, and then I will be taking a 3-game break after that series there, King Rouse will be playing the Cubs White Sox series from Wrigley, so I will not be playing. You can catch those games with him. Same channel though, on Lifo Rouse Gaming, Sports Gaming here on Twitch, and they'll be posted to both playlists on the YouTube page. So if you guys are following the Cubs, you won't miss a Cubs game. It's just going to be King Rouse doing those games because we could not figure out a way to do it, another way to do it. We can't do share play or something or anything like that, and the online was bonk, was bad. So that's why we're doing it this way. He's going to end up playing this, and then the Cubs White Sox series here in August. That will be my doing, and I will try and do my best to take on his White Sox and beat them. But I'll be rooting against him in a few days. Be sitting there watching on my phone at work, being like, "Come on, let's go, guys!" So be sure to check that out on here. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Just letting you guys know what's gonna be going on in the next few days. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Lifo Rouse Sports Gaming, and then also subscribe to us on YouTube as well at Lifo Rouse Sports Gaming Network, and then check out our Twitter as well. If you guys have checked out the Twitter lately, I was at Disturbed on Friday night, so I was trying to get a bunch of my games in as much as I could because I knew I was going to be gone for a couple days. I was down in Chicago. Great concert. Gonna try and get a couple videos up there. There'll be a couple videos up there for a few weeks. I'm not gonna keep them up there for because our channel is predominantly sports. But just letting you know what's going on in my personal life. And I don't know if any of you guys are Disturbed fans, but it was one heck of a show. So be sure to check that out on our YouTube page as well. Coming up in a few days. I just kind of find a way to get the videos uploaded. My phone's been kind of acting weird lately. But yeah, it's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys be sure to keep it real.